beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for November 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, this is your monthly reading for November. I do apologize that it is late. Unfortunately, I have been unwell, so everything is backlogged. I'm trying to catch up with myself, but I will take a peek into December as well, just so you get the full benefit of the reading from now until the the first week of December, shall we say. Now, also, just to let you know, Scorpio season is all about transforming those areas of our lives where we've been feeling very stuck or stagnant, okay? November can bring a very disruptive or destructive energy, inviting us all to revamp, reinvent, and sort of reimagine ourselves, our goals, and our relationships. But it does bring positive change. Expect heightened emotions at this time. You may feel a little bit overwhelmed by your feelings, and you'll have a deeper desire to connect to people on a more intimate and intense level, okay? Now, eclipse season is in full swing and it can bring sudden change, but it is actually the best time to manifest because this eclipse is in the sign of Taurus, which is all about value, property, wealth, and things like that. It gives us an opportunity to look at areas of our life where we feel we are selling ourselves short, okay? But if you want some advice, I would definitely set an intention, write a list of things that you expect to achieve, and you will actually have a higher chance of manifesting them because of this time period, okay? But do expect a rebalance in those areas where you've been feeling you've given a lot of energy, a lot of thought, a lot of time and devotion to situations that you may feel have not come to fruition yet, okay? Also, you know, it is a chaotic month, of course, because this eclipse in particular, it's very electric. It takes place near the planet of radical change, Uranus. So expect turnarounds. And this could be turnarounds in your own personal world where someone, you know, promises you something and suddenly they change their mind. Or you may be offered something and suddenly there's a stipulation where the sort of situation or the dynamics change and you may decide to reject it, or it gets taken away, for example. Also, you know, governmental kind of turnarounds and U-turns, expect that during this period as well. But it does bring sudden change, but it can be a good change, it can be a negative change. So I would watch out. Uranus is pretty, excuse me, Uranus is pretty shocking in its energy. It is something that is not predictable, shall we say. Now also there is good news, okay? We do have Jupiter. Sorry, the deck is getting very heavy for me. So, and they're showing me loads of stars in the water for you, okay? Now, I did a Gemini reading earlier, and their symbol to look out for was stars. Now, I know someone put that there's a star on my tea. Of course, there is, but that's not the symbol. They're showing me a golden star with lots of shining beams coming from it. You've got loads, so I would look out for lots of stars. You may see like a little golden star on the floor. You may see, you may see a shooting star, but you may actually see like a picture or, you know, a star sort of catches your eye. They're actually showing me like a golden star. It's almost like, I mean, it could be an ornament. I guess, that sort of turns and catches the light, and it flickers and it catches your eye. So watch out for that, okay? They're just showing me that now in the water. And the deck was getting very heavy, so it caught my attention. But I was just saying that Jupiter is going direct from the 23rd or 24th, depending on where you are in the world at the moment. It brings a lot better luck, okay? It brings a lot more prosperity, and it brings a lot more benevolent energy. It also helps us find solutions to areas where we feel we have been struggling in our lives, okay? So expect a turnaround. Collectively, it is better news, okay? Now, I'm just going to go one more. Now, this planet Jupiter going direct actually is connected. It coincides with the new moon in Sagittarius. So if you are in need of excitement and adventure in your life, it is time to welcome that fun in at the end of the month. And just to let you know, your 4th house is starred for you at this time. Now, your 4th house is about where you feel you belong, okay? And it is about the things that you are trying to achieve, stability, security, areas like that. And the 4th house also can be where you fit in, but also it can be things related to domesticity. So you may be trying to buy a home or sell a home. You could also be, thinking about getting a loan or a mortgage to sort of put yourself in the running to buy a property. I would say, looking at the chart at the moment, I would say now is probably a time to hold off on that. You may think about it, research it, all of those things, but they're just giving me that there is better energy a little bit further down the line with regards to buying property. Okay, I just want you to be aware of that. I feel energy shifting, plus of course inflation and interest rates and all of that, they've gone sky high. I do see a little bit of a dip in that area, so just to let you know about that, especially as Jupiter starts to go direct. There is some sort of U-turn or change that benefits humanity. Okay, that's important to know. Also, during this period, you may feel like redecorating your home, doing a bit of DIY, fixing that door that always needs fixing, it's creaking, or that cupboard door that's come off the hinges. It could also be a time for rearranging or reshuffling the home space in order to create a more peaceful sanctuary. And a lot of you may feel like decluttering during this period as well. Your 11th house is starred at the end of the month, and that's all about your hopes and wishes. Interesting, you've actually got the star. I've just realized you've got the star as your first card. So this is important. I mean, you are the star, my beautiful Aquarians. The star is represented by your sign. But your 11th house of hopes and wishes will be sort of influencing you over the next 4 to 5 weeks. And this is about you sort of looking at areas that you're trying to cultivate, that you're putting a lot of effort into. You'll be sort of reevaluating, seeing areas that have worked, seeing the things that you've not quite manifested fully to fruition, and finding sort of different ways to get what you want. Also, I feel like you're going to be connecting to friends a little bit deeper. You may look at your friendship circles or your social circles and reshuffle or just connect to them to have fun. This is a prime time for networking if you're in business. And also, you may be looking at the influence the internet has on you. That's such a interesting energy that's coming out right now. Normally, the 11th house does connect to the internet, but it's more about, trying to find a way to work from home, online, or, in some way use the internet for your benefit. But they're actually giving me this energy of you looking to see what parts of the internet are good for you and bad for you. Okay, so some of you may be looking at like news sources and thinking I need to be informed, but at the same time, it brings a lot of negativity and low vibe energy into your world. So you may be like, okay, I'm going to sort of decrease the amount of stuff I watch in that arena. And you may sort of try and watch a little bit more positive things on the internet. So I feel like some of you may be even like, I've been procrastinating a lot recently. I spend a lot of time scrolling through stuff and just not really focusing on what I need to be focusing on in order to enhance my experience and make progress in my life. So if there's anything that you've been sort of procrastinating on. I feel like you're looking at the internet and the time that you spend on it. Okay, so that's just coming through briefly, of course. Now your first card is the Star card, so you are showing up fully in your reading for the month. You are empowered, and this is a card of clarity. November brings insight for you. Excuse me, I feel like you're getting the gift of insight to realize actually you have a lot to offer your life and the world. I actually see someone right now looking at like old photos and thinking about nostalgically thinking back to when you were younger and going, damn, you know what? I was hot. You're still hot. I just want you to be aware of that. But it's like you never really saw how attractive you were or how good you are at what you do in the past. It's almost like in the past, in that moment, you felt like you still... you were still unhappy with some areas of your life. And now you're looking back at those times and thinking, wow, actually, those were good times. I should have enjoyed them more, or I should have loved myself more, or wow, I look really attractive. Why did I not think that at the time? So there's someone out there, I'm not sure who it connects to, but I just get this energy of someone looking back and realizing actually that they have so much potential, so much, they're very fierce, wonderful looks. And it's not about aesthetics, but they're just showing me someone perhaps going over an old photograph. I feel like it's like someone discovers an old photograph of themselves, or it pops up somewhere, maybe on the internet because of that 11th house influence. And it's like, wow, why did I not see the good things in me at the time? And now that you look back, you're like, your guides want you to be aware you're still that person. You're still all those things, but it's going to be a point where you feel the way you feel about yourself right now, and in about 5-10 years time, you're going to look back at this moment and you go, okay, I was awesome then as well. Why did I not feel that way about myself? So I feel there's a lot of self-reflection going on in the month of November, okay? Now the star energy is you've got a desire or a wish, something that you are trying to accomplish for the future, because this is a card of far-sightedness, okay? Dreaming things to life, dreaming things to being, turning visions into reality, because the star card is all about vision. It's all about embracing new ideas, allowing yourself to grow, whether that's personal development growth. Some of you are going through a lot of healing. You've been going through a phase of life that has, really been testing. And I feel like you're releasing all that negative energy and sort of trying to look to the future with a bit more of a positive sort of outlook, okay? Now also with the star energy, I feel like you're embracing the month with an intention of having better exercise routines, healthcare routines, diet, sleep patterns, all of those things. I feel like suddenly you're seeing in your life as well where you have spent a lot of time in situations that did not deserve your time. Okay, I feel like you are looking at areas in your life where it's almost like you overstayed, or you spent so much time in a situation that you should have cut off a long time ago, but you didn't. And I feel like you're starting to learn to notice the red flags when you're like, you know what, I should have just left that friendship long time ago. They weren't really a friend, they were a frenemy. Or, I should have left that job a long time ago, but I stayed in it because it had benefits. And at the same time, it was sort of really chipping away at my confidence, or it was a very toxic environment. I should have left when I got that feeling to go, but I kind of overstayed and it made things worse. Same with relationships. I was in that loving relationship, but then it turned sour. The person sort of revealed their true colors. They weren't exactly who I thought they were. The relationship ran its course months before I decided to end it, or years before I decided to end it. And I feel like you're really looking at those areas in your life in November where you're like, time is so important. I'm not going to coast. I'm not going to procrastinate. I'm not going to waste my time in situations that do not deserve my time, my energy, my love, my investment. I feel like that's something that's major that you are really focusing on as we move throughout the month. But of course, the star really connects to your 11th house, which is all about hopes, wishes, and dreams coming true. Okay, so I really feel this is a card of awareness. It's a card of it's almost like I'm getting a card of trusting also in the unknown. The star also is about highlighting where you are beautiful, where you are attractive, really seeing yourself as you truly are. And that's why I get this energy of someone looking back, but then realizing, see things as they truly are, because it would just give me a little energy of you sort of not giving yourself the credit for who you are in that moment, okay? Also, I feel like you're getting incredible insight to the things that you love doing, and the things that have been difficult, that you're actually going to see there's better luck this month, okay? Something perhaps you've been struggling with, or something that, you felt there was not enough of or shortage of, whether that's a job, whether that's friendships, whether that's love. I feel like there's more of the thing that you've been feeling there's lack of. There's more of that good stuff coming your way. We've got an Ace of Cups, which is, a divine offering from the universe. But this is in your protagonist energy. So this indicates that you give your whole heart and soul to friendships, to love situations, to your work, to your goals, your dreams, and you're suddenly starting to realize you should be giving a lot of that love, that care, and that devotion to yourself, okay? Not in a selfish way, but in a personal growth kind of way, okay? Also, the Ace of Cups indicates you're trying to be a little bit more positive than usual and start from a place of love, okay? You always come in faith and love, my beautiful Aquarians, but this month I feel like you're opening yourself up to the idea of oneness. Every interaction that you have, you're going to notice over the next 4 to 5 weeks, there is an energy of love. When you go into the store and connect to a person, you're just, having your coffee, the person who's serving you, I feel like it's just a real connection. You're going to see like connections in a very different way. You're going to see connections almost like we're all energy, but you're aware of that already, but you're going to actually become aware of it in that moment. So for example, you order your coffee as you usually do at your usual coffee store, if you do. I'm just giving you an example. And you have an interaction with the person who is serving your coffee. And it's kind of like something different. It's an actual authentic conversation where the server may say, yeah, I'm having a really bad time of it right now, but you know what? I love it when you come in because you always have a wonderful smile on your face, and I really love your coat. There's something there. It's not that you're looking for a compliment, but I feel like it puts a spring in your step, and you're like, okay, I feel really good after leaving that person. You're going to notice where you feel good and where you do not feel good in energy exchanges in the month of November into December. Excuse me, I do apologize. You're also going to notice that there is an offer coming in from the universe. It's something that you love, something that your heart space has been yearning for quite some time. This is the law of attraction in play for you, okay? I would also say that you're taking better emotional care of yourself. You may be feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual, probably because of that overwhelming energy from the eclipse. So you're definitely sort of honoring your body, your mind, and your soul this month. So if something feels overwhelming and too much, I feel like you're going to take a real step back, okay? And you're really going to wait until your emotions are processed before you launch yourself back into it, okay? If anyone's putting the pressure on, I feel like you're taking a step back and saying, no, you know what? I can't deal with this at this time. I'll come back to you when I feel ready and steady to. Six of Swords indicates you're coming out of any emotional difficulties. Six of Swords also indicates if there's something that you've had to move on from or close, whether it's a cycle or whether it is, you're leaving a space, a job, or a person, or a friendship, whatever it is, because the Six of Swords is to leave something. It is to relocate your energy, relocate your thoughts into much more positive thoughts and times. But this is also a card that indicates your guides are sort of guiding you out of any difficulty into a more stabilized setting. So if you've struggled with your emotions recently, or you've struggled with some testing time that you've been going through, I definitely see you finding a solution. Your guides are going to bring you to a point where you feel more in control of the situation and have the courage to actually do something about it, okay? Now, I feel like having the courage to do something about it is, of course, important, but mostly I get this energy that's more important, which is you having the resources to do something about it also, okay? Because I've got a Herald of Swords here. I feel like you are sort of finding a solution, finding a way, and there's some sort of good news as well that is popping in there around about the 14th of November that indicates something that has been challenging, something that has made you sort of like a little bit anxious, and maybe you've been watching, waiting to see how things are going to turn out. You get some really good news on it. It allows you to find a solution that benefits you. Okay, Six of Swords. Also, I'm getting an energy here of journey. I would say with the Star energy and the Ace of Cups, some of you may actually have been doing a lot of wishing when it comes to love, perhaps feeling like you want to escape the humdrum energy into the fantasy. I mean, we all do it, of course, because sometimes the world is, you know, such a intense and sometimes negative space, but not always. You know, there's some really good people out there and really good experiences happening, but, you know, we just don't hear about them as much as we should. There's a lot of good stuff going on. But the Six of Swords is like, you know, if you've been doing a lot of escaping into your mind, trying to visualize and manifest, that's really positive, but it also says don't live there, okay? Make sure there's action to back up any of your plans, okay? I know that sounds really harsh, my beautiful Aquarians. I don't mean to be harsh, but that's what they're giving me right now. It's like something that you're dreaming up or cooking up there, something that you're trying to accomplish or you're moving towards, you've invested in already. You've already sown seeds in this area. You may feel like you don't have it yet, but they're indicating keep moving, keep taking action because it's showing up for you, okay? There's a gift from the universe showing up, something that the universe wants to reward you with as we move into December, okay? It's right on the cusp. It's from the, I feel like the good news comes in on the 14th of November or one day either side. And then I get this energy of from November into December, that's when you feel the full effect of this goodness, okay? And they just want me to say one more thing about the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, if you've been struggling with finances, because we do have a Five of Pentacles here as well, this indicates that help is at hand. Okay, Six of Swords can mean that whilst you may feel like you're in a difficult situation, it's something that you will get out of. Okay, it is something that you will find your way out of, and it's like you're turning a corner. You may not feel like it yet, but you're actually turning a corner, and things are going to get much more positive. Okay. Now, the Empress card in the resistance position indicates you may have been neglecting your needs. You may have been someone who has been focusing on other people, being an overgiver, and it's like you may have felt like you do not have time to focus on yourself. So they just want you to take better self-care, of course, important for everybody, but it's just showing up in your reading for the month of November. I really feel like because you've been going through such a challenge, I feel like they're just saying, you know, make some time for peace of mind and for self-care, building healthier boundaries and, you know, nourishing yourself, because this is a card of nourishment. It's like, also, I'm getting, and this is, I mean, this is an obvious thing to say, my beautiful Aquarians, but it's coming up, so I have to mention it. I would say make sure your immune system is fully fed with all good nourishing foods, vitamins, all of those things, because they're indicating keep your defensive up, your defenses up, because I feel like, you know, I just feel like you could get a cold or something like that, like a not a bad cold, but it would just set you back and you feel a little bit grouchy for a bit, okay? So they're definitely highlighting that there. We've got the Five of Pentacles, which can be, you know, feeling unwell, you know, getting a cold or something like that. That's just showing up here for you. So it's like, keep your defenses up in the month of November. I'm just gonna let that siren go past. Do apologize, okay? Also, with this card, this is an indication that you may have been feeling that things have not been going in your favor, okay, because it's in the resistance position. The things that you felt have been against you recently. But we have a turn of events as Jupiter goes direct on the 23rd of November, and you should already kind of be feeling the effects of that, because we normally feel a planet shifting, a week or two or even more before it actually happens. The Empress card is a card of abundance, of reward, of harvest time. So I feel all the things that you've really been working towards, they are headed your way. This is a card of perhaps promotion or an increase in your finances or in your status. Okay, so I feel some of you may be offered a raise, a promotion, or a bonus if you are in work, or some sort of new income perhaps. Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords is like some of you may even be thinking about how do you find an alternative way to bring in finances, something that you can work on by yourself, something, I feel like you're brainstorming, thinking about how do you line your pockets, or how do you sort of do something that only you can do that brings in reward and brings in contentment and makes you feel like you're making your mark or making a difference. Okay, but the Empress card is when it comes to finances, it's also about being resourceful, okay? Putting money away for when you need it. So I feel some of you may have been dipping into your savings. We're all going through a major shift in humanity and economically as well. So you may find, especially since inflation's happening, bills are piling up, it is a difficult time collectively for people who are, just doing their job day to day. So I get this energy that some of you may have gone into your finances or may have dipped into your finances, your savings rather. They're indicating that you're going to sort of investigate another way of being more financially rewarded. And I definitely see you setting something up. I'm going to pull a quick card on that just to be clear, because actually they're showing me right now, someone, it's almost like someone's sitting in the lotus position, okay? And in their lap from above, there's loads of coins just dropping down. Now, I can't imagine anyone is sitting there in the lotus position manifesting and suddenly a coin falls out of nowhere. I can't imagine that's going to happen. But I get this energy. Perhaps some of you have been manifesting abundance, or you may even go into the spiritual realms and use your spiritual gifts to help other people, whilst at the same time being fairly recompensed financially for it, okay? I'm only picking the upright in this deck. Six of Cups, you got it here. Six of Cups literally means a gift being sent by the universe. This also indicates, a return to happier times. It can mean also that someone remembers you. I did actually, in the energy when I was doing a meditation for you, I should go over there. I don't know where I've put it, but I actually wrote down some of the things that came out in the manifestation. And I got a friend from the past comes to do you a good turn. A friend from the past comes along to do you a good turn. And the Six of Cups really sort of solidifies that, okay? So I would watch out for that. Someone comes in. I feel like, yeah, they come in to do a good turn. Yeah, that's all I can say on that. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so they're really indicating here you're going to be doing something that you love to bring in more money, okay, or to set up a new job, because the Six of Cups, some of you could return to something that you loved doing when you were younger. This may be something that you have a talent in and you feel, you know what, I haven't done that for a while, but boy, did I love doing that. So you may be like, okay, how do I make something like that I love doing? How can I make it something that could be business related? Okay, so if you're struggling financially, I definitely see some of you using talent that you've got. Don't be modest. My guides just said, don't be modest. You have a lot of talent. You have a lot of gifts. And you're actually born to stand out. Allow yourself to shine. They want you to be aware of that. Okay, so Knight of Cups is you have a lot to offer. It is a card of, attraction. It is a card of your offering to the universe sort of meets a certain vibration. And then the universe comes to bring you in what you need. It's about matching that vibration. Remember, your brain is very important when it comes to manifesting. It actually sets the frequency with your heart. So your brain is like visualizing and the heart is feeling. And both together you're creating a potent mix to manifest all you desire, okay? And the universe, well, the Six of Cups is connected to the universe, offering a benevolent gift to you. And the Page of Pentacles could be a new job coming on in or finances coming on in. This literally means money news, okay? Because the pages, they tend to bring news. And of course, we've got Pentacles. So this means financial news that is in the positive, headed your way. But I feel like it's doing something that you love to bring in more abundance. Now, the Page of Pentacles does indicate if you are looking for a job, whether you have one or not at this time, it means you're attracting a job that is perfect for you, that you will love. It's a dream opportunity, okay? It is a real gift from the universe, and it will actually make you feel so good. I mean, you're going to build really happy memories there. You're going to connect to people who share the same mindset as you, and I feel like you're working with people who are on the same page. For those of you who are not looking for a job, for example, and you're actually trying to attract love, the Knight of Cups there says that, you know, there is someone coming on in to offer romance. And this person may have strong water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but could also have a little bit of Capricorn energy in there, maybe a bit of Virgo and Taurus as well, but it's an energy of someone wanting to invest in a future with you. This person could be a little bit younger than you, but they know what they want, okay? So, I mean, age is but a number, but I feel like it's the potential for you and this person to explore where this love could go, okay? Now, I feel like your guides in this month are really sort of hammering down a message towards you, which is believe in yourself. Believe and you shall receive. The Empress card is all about self-worth. It's about knowing your value, okay? So I feel like if you've not been sort of valuing your time and giving, you know, all of your energy away for free, that's wonderful. That's really nice of you. But if you feel like you're left uninspired, or you know, you've burnt yourself out, or you feel you've overcommitted yourself in areas of your life, I feel like you're going to readdress the balance in this month, because Scorpio season is all about change and sort of reinventing and sort of using your energy in a more efficient way. Okay, Five of Pentacles in this position. If you've lost your job, know that there is hope returning, because a new job will be offered to you. If, for example, you're struggling to pay bills, which a lot of people are at the moment, I'm not going to sort of shy away from this topic. I'm aware that there are lots of people struggling. There's an energy here of you being able to sort of find a solution to your problems, okay? Find a solution. Now, this could be in the form of reaching out to someone who can give some really good advice. We got the Hermit there, someone who's very wise, who's got a lot of answers. But the Four of Swords also says sleep on it. The brain is a wonderful supercomputer. You know, sometimes, even myself, sometimes I've been like, you know what, I can't find a way out of this situation. I can't find a way to move forward. I feel really stuck. I really am searching for answers. When you get the Four of Swords and the Hermit, it says a lot of the answers are within yourself. So don't burn yourself out. Sometimes when we're exhausted, we cannot see clearly, or the brain feels so tired and exhausted that we fail to see something that can sometimes be very obvious in front of us. So I'm getting this energy of take a step back, take a pause, sleep on it, and the perfect answer for your highest good will come to you, okay? But you must remain in a peaceful state of mind. Easier said than done, of course, if you're feeling a bit nervous or worried about your situation. I feel if, for example, there's been a bill that you found is going to be difficult to pay, contact the provider. When you speak to those, I'm feeling like a really sort of comforting voice on the end of the phone that actually finds a way to help you in your circumstances, to take the pressure off, and also to find a way, it's almost like to come to an agreement of, okay, pay a little by little, so it's not such a big thing that's overwhelming. The same with if you're trying to set up a new business, or you're trying to sort of start a new project, for example. Sometimes we look at the project or we look at the opportunity and we think, wow, this is too big. I can't do this. I can't do it all at once. So, of course, most important thing is to take it step by step, little by little, and suddenly you're moving. Suddenly, everything that you've been wanting to achieve is happening. It's just you're in the flow, okay? Now, the Five of Pentacles, if you've been worried about your health, I feel, of course, you've sought, you know, medical care if you feel like it is warranted. I'm not a medical professional, so I can never give you sort of any valuable advice regarding health. But the Empress card in this position, if you've not been feeling your best, or you've been struggling with your health recently. I know I have. I've been, completely wiped out by this bug, and I'm still slowly getting back to my normal energy. The Five of Pentacles with the Empress and the Four of Swords says rest, heal. As you move throughout the month towards, December, you're going to be back to best. Okay, that's definitely an energy I've got coming through. So make the time to heal. Five of Pentacles says, look after your energy field, your life source. And the Four of Swords says, get that rest that you need. The Star says you're healing. And the Empress says, you will be back to your best. Make sure you nourish yourself and, have self-care. Now, also with the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, I feel anything you've been worrying about, make sure you make time for meditation. Again, easier said than done, but even if it's 10 minutes a day to really just calm your thoughts, to find peace and silence, you'll be amazed what it does for your brain and for your energy field, okay? I'll just give you an example. I'm always on the go. I'm doing this. I've got another job. I've got responsibilities. I look after my family. It's always like boom, boom, boom. I'm doing it, right? No time to think sometimes. And this morning, because I was a little bit, I wasn't feeling 100% yesterday. This morning, I just took the luxury. I woke up early by accident. I took the luxury of having half an hour lying in bed in silence. And I cannot tell you what it did for me. I was like, OMG, this was like, I take time out for meditation and it's scheduled and all of those things because otherwise I would not be able to do your readings. But there was something about taking a silence for me, not for a purpose of meditating, or which is also a reason for doing it for you, but you're manifesting and you're trying to find peace and quiet and all of those things. But there was something about snatching that 30 minutes to myself where I was like, this is golden. So I feel that's something that you will benefit from in the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? I feel like something you're going to get into a process of. If you've been feeling some area of your life has been really like stuck, stagnant, nothing's happening, there's no movement, suddenly the Four of Swords says, get ready for action. Something like recharge your batteries and you're on the move again. So I feel the end of the month starts to really pick up for you, okay? But there's something here that is really positive, something that perhaps you've been worried about, something that perhaps has been bugging you for a little bit, you've been feeling like either defeated. I just get this energy of feeling defeated on something. They're indicating that you're going to be surprised because something works out in your favor towards the end of the month. And the Four of Swords says you're being protected at this time as well, okay? Your guides walk with you. You're being protected and redirected. If a door is closing in your life, whether it is a new chapter, you're leaving a relationship or a business or a job or a friendship, whatever it is you're closing out, there is a new door opening for you. I feel like a new chapter, and your guides are literally protecting you from any negative energy in order to bring you towards something better, something more peaceful, okay? Now, the outcome energy, we've got the Courage card. So the thing that you were struggling with, suddenly you are tackling it head on, you're composed, you're disciplined, and you are controlling the issue, okay? Also, the Strength card connects to optimum health. So I feel those who've been struggling with their health, I feel like you're going to be back to best at the end of the month. The Strength card also is a card of fortitude, good luck, benevolence, and the Strength card also indicates you have unlimited resources to achieve whatever it is you set out to. You're very talented, you're gifted, you are someone who has clear mind, great ideas, you're fun to be with. I feel like perhaps recently you may have felt that there's a little bit of lack of excitement going on in your world, and that's something that maybe you are going to be seeking towards the end of the month as well. But the Courage is like your inner roar, your inner strength. I feel this is a card that is indicating you will influence your circumstances, even if it's gently or even fiercely. You will influence your circumstances so that you get the best outcome. Some of you may be stepping into leadership positions or positions of more responsibility. This can be a card of gently leading the troops where you have a lot of respect and a lot of power, okay? So if you're offered suddenly a promotion or a raise, I would say that you may worry about whether people will see you differently. Because especially if you've been working with people all along in the same capacity, and then you're tapped for promotion or you're tapped to be special in some way, people can look at things differently or look at you differently. So with that Five of Wands there, I feel like some of you may feel, you're going to struggle with the way people see you. You may find it challenging. Friends that you saw as co-workers and people on the same page, suddenly they're, working under you. And even though you don't see it like that, because I feel like you're someone who's very caring, compassionate type of leader, they will look at you in a different way. I just got to prepare you for that, my beautiful Aquarians. Just be aware that the dynamics will change. Okay. Also with the star energy, I really feel like you are standing out. You're being appreciated for your gifts, your skills, and your talents. And I really feel like you're marked for some sort of recognition, of reward, or some sort of, I feel like I just keep getting an offering coming through, okay? Now, with the Hermit energy, this is something you've got to do alone. There's something here you have to do alone. And you're taking the first steps towards it. You're courageous. You are going to accomplish whatever it is that you are intending to. And I feel like having no distractions are important in the month of November into December. Now, I would say don't cut yourself off completely from the outside world, but it's important to look at the distractions that are preventing you from reaching your full potential. Okay, that's coming out strongly. Whether that's the internet, because that keeps coming up here for me, for you. It's a message for me to channel to you. The Hermit energy, they're actually also giving me, now this may not resonate for everyone, but they're showing me that you may feel a little bit more emotionally sensitive this month, but also you may notice circulation issues. And by that, I mean, you may have very, very cold hands, very, very cold feet. That may be something that you start to really notice, probably because it's getting like colder in certain areas around the world as we move through the fall. I totally get that, but they're just saying watch it, as in, make sure you keep yourself warm. There's this, I mean, it's probably connected to this cold thing, okay, that I keep picking up on, keeping your defenses high and your immunity high, your natural, what do you call it? Your immune system, that's it. Your immune system high. That's what I meant to say. Now, on the outcome energy, the Hermit indicates a lot of wisdom. You already have the knowledge within you. You've come to this lifetime with a lot of knowledge. You know yourself. You know what you want. You know what you're attracting at this time. So it's like take a step back and really sort of focus inwards to find the answers that you seek, okay? The Hermit, you may also feel a little bit more withdrawn towards the end of the month. But I would say that's around about the third week. Because as you step into the fourth week and then into December, suddenly the influence from the 11th house kicks in, where you want to really connect to people again. You want to get out there, have fun, social circles. So right about the third week, there may be a project or something that you really need to focus on. Maybe even this offer that comes in, I feel like this offer, you may even keep it quiet, because the Hermit is like to stay silent on something and really just mull it over inwards. So I would say, take all the time you need before you connect yourself to any opportunities. I mean, for some of you, if you're leaving a chapter of your life, the Hermit energy is like time to go solo. So whether it's a business partnership, or whether it is, setting up your own business, whether it is a loving relationship that you've separated from, and I mean before you came to this reading, I'm not saying that you're going to separate from someone. It's like, is it time to go solo? So I just get this energy of, also being a little bit more philosophical, looking at your inner energy, what you give your energy to, and how it is instrumental or detrimental to your well-being. There's something here about really looking at food sources of things that you're intolerant to, but also things that give you like high spikes of energy and then sudden lows. That may be something that you're looking at the moment, and you will actually continue some sort of action plan to eradicate those things from your diet as you move throughout the month. So some of you, I just see you sort of like cutting things out that are not good for you. In the water right now, they show me 0707 as well. So this is something, it doesn't have to be like the time. You look at the time and it says 0707. It can mean that you see a piece of art that has 0707 on it, or someone gives you their cell phone number, it's got 0707, even a receipt, 0707. Look out for that. It is a positive period of change for you, okay? It actually indicates really good news. I'm holding the Herald of Swords, so there's news coming towards you. Heralds announce the arrival of something, okay? So now I'm really getting an energy here of you being curious, opening yourself up to an alternative way of changing your life for the better. Herald of Swords is an indication of fresh ideas, new perspectives, leaving old situations, or even getting new perspectives on old situations. It can be the breath of fresh air that you need, okay, in order to get clear-minded. So I feel this actually puts you in a very good position of power. Something you've been thinking up or planning for a while, suddenly you get moving on it, you take the initiative. Also, when you get the Herald of Swords, it can be an indication that your brain is alive with lots of ideas and you have sparks of brilliance, okay? And I'm talking about in quiet. It's like they're asking you to just take a pause to get clear on something that will enhance your experience and enhance your abundance. Something perhaps you've been fighting for or waiting for is being offered to you, but it's almost like asking you, is it worth it? Is this thing worth it? You've put a lot of energy into it. Is it worth it? And as soon as you decide, yeah, it really is, the universe is like, okay, well, here it is. So, but I feel like they're asking you to question, to make sure that you still want the things that you're working hard towards, or should you be avoiding some things that perhaps are outdated sort of desires that you had, but you feel perhaps you've outgrown. So they're just giving you like a moment to pause and reassess as we close out the month. Now, also, this is, I'm getting this energy here of you dealing with someone at work. If you work with someone, it doesn't have to be at work. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. It could also be a divine counterpart. So it could be someone in your life, let's put it that way, because I'm not picking up and I'm not really identifying exactly the area it is. But they're showing me someone has been very dismissive of you recently, or you feel very misunderstood by this person. Okay, and this person, they tend to always find fault, or, you know, if you come up and say, oh, I did this thing to help you out, and they're like, oh yeah, that's great, but you know, it would have been better this way. You know, that sort of person. Or, I mean, it could be a boss, could be someone that you work with or work for, and it's just, something is just never good enough. I feel there's an energy here of you sort of really stepping away from their energy for a while. And it actually makes them miss you and actually reevaluate your presence in their life. They appreciate you a lot more, okay, is what they're showing me. Now, I'm not saying go cut everybody off who's doing that. I'm just saying watch this person's actions. You know, this person seems to knock you, or like something's just not good enough. This person, they're giving me a sentence here. Misery loves company. Misery loves company. So, I mean, if you, for example, it's like they were trying to bring you down to their level. They're not happy within themselves, so they want to knock your spark. They want to knock your confidence, your ideas, your, you know, that energy. And I feel like, I'm going to pull a card on it. I actually feel like this person is not actually conscious that they're doing it. So I want to, I mean, most people are really aware of what they're doing, right, Aquarius? I'm not giving this person an excuse or a way out. There's something about this person. Can you please clarify? Yeah, Nine of Wands. This is a very wounded person. Things don't work out for this person the way they'd hoped. They're sort of in a frequency right now of low energy, and it's like they're struggling. The Nine of Wands kind of says caution with this person, okay? Because I feel like this person, I really feel like this person is not malicious, but I feel that this person, they see things in a different way, and their path has not worked out the way that they'd hoped. So in some way, they knock your ideas, or Yeah, your dreams. Yeah, your dreams. Nine of Cups. Your dreams and your wishes. You're going to have your dreams and wishes come to fruition, but this person, I mean, you've got double nine here. So I feel 9 is the number of caution, or, you know, reevaluate or pause, take another look, that kind of energy. So I feel with the 9 of Cups, you've got a dream or a goal or something you're wishing for, and someone here, like, they knock it, or they feel like you won't achieve it. I feel this person, there's something in their energy or in their subconscious where they feel like they may be left behind when you start to be very successful. This person, I mean, if I look at it from one viewpoint, it can mean that this person is very self-absorbed. They are sort of struggling, and they want you to remain on their level. They're stunting your growth or something like that. But by the same token, I feel like this person is just really not happy. You know, it could be that person at work that you work with and you're like, hey, how's things today? They're like, oh, you know, it rained on me when I was leaving for work today. And then, you know, it was awful and I really hate working here anyway. But yeah, I guess it's fine. And you're like, wow, I wish I never asked. I mean, everybody's going through difficulty. Everyone's struggling, okay? And it's wonderful to be your wonderful, authentic self and say, yeah, you know what? Things are not going well for me right now. I've really been trying to achieve this thing. I keep being blocked in all areas of my life. I'm struggling to catch a break and get an opportunity. But you know what? I'm going to try and remain positive. I'm really going to try and find a solution. And, you know, but that's how I've been feeling. But you know, when people have got that voice and that energy where they just suck the life out of everything, I just feel it's this person. So I would just watch yourself against this person, because I feel like this person, okay, you know when you tell a person, I'm hoping to achieve this thing, and they're like, you're never going to do that, or that's not possible, or any of those things, and then they start to put a negative spin on it. It almost like it robs you of luck. So I would say any ideas or anything you have to offer or anything that you're trying to achieve, I would say with the Hermit card, it's like keep it to yourself until such time as it comes to fruition, okay? And then they can see you shine. Now we've also got the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands indicates that you are someone who is tenacious, you're strong, and you are capable of, you know, accomplishing whatever it is you set out to do. You're not afraid of challenge. In fact, sometimes if, you know, you may be the sort of person, because this is coming quite clearly here right now, you're maybe the sort of person who works really well under pressure. You don't like pressure, but actually it gives you the kick up the you know what that you need. So for example, if someone gives you a deadline and says, hey, you got a month to get this project done, and you're like, okay, you'll do a lot of thinking, you know, because you're very cerebral, you're an air sign, so you do a lot of like brainstorming ideas, and then suddenly you've got 1 week to go until the deadline. You're like, oh, okay, I better start taking action on this. And then 3 days before, you're like, oh gosh, I'm running out of time, I wish I had more time. But there was that month where you had to just really sort of surround yourself with the energy, think about things, plot the first move. You know, I'm just getting this energy that you work well under pressure. And that there is, with the Five of Wands, this is a card of, you know, stimulating your brain, and, you know, something that you may work in some sort of competitive field. They're indicating you're going up for the win. You're the one who's going to be offered the contract, something you're fighting for, or something you've been investing in towards achieving, you're being given it, okay? Five of Wands is also a card of, if you feel there's a lot of competition, or if you've been struggling with something, they're indicating here, look at what you can offer, look at what you do offer in terms of the situation, because actually you do not give yourself credit for your talents, your skills, and you tend to see things outside the box. You're very original. You've got wonderful, authentic, unique ideas. So it's like, if you are trying to set up your own business, for example, and you're like, okay, you want to do something that is on a social media platform that's connected to spirituality, and you're like, you know what, there's a million people out there who are doing the same thing, so why should I even bother, because there's so much competition. You're actually going to look at things from a different angle, which is like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of competition out there, there's a lot of people doing the same thing, but I'm different. I bring this, 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 and this to the table. So I'm going to be different, and I'm just going to be me. And then I'm going to attract the people who vibe with me. You're going to be very successful at whatever it is you're setting up. I would say don't let anything or anyone discourage you, okay? Don't let anyone derail you from your path. Two of Wands is a card of mapping your progress. It indicates you're aligning yourself with what you need, and the perfect situation for you is about to be offered, okay? Two of Wands is a card of ambition, expectation, and there's something here you've been yearning for. It doesn't have to be a job, doesn't have to be more money. It can be a personal growth issue. It could be a loving relationship. Whatever it is you've had a desire or a yearning for, where your heart and your head are on the same page, that is the thing that you are attracting at this time, okay? The Two of Wands also indicates you're going to see obstacles where you may feel challenged, but you're ready for the challenge. You've got the courage to take it on, feel that fear, do it anyway, okay? Now, they just gave me an indication of someone coughing. So if that was you, you're coughing or clearing your throat, that's you. There's something in this message for you, of course. If it's not, spiritually, it can mean that you're finding your voice, or you're not allowing anyone to sort of rob you of your voice. So please take it as it resonates. Now, the Two of Wands can indicate that you're at the planning stage of something, and you may feel a little bit frustrated because things have not been going the way that you hoped, or you have not been seeing the results that you wanted. This indicates the rewards are coming. Okay, the rewards are coming, and they want you to be aware number 1111 is so important for you. But most importantly, I feel like you're just going to see 11 on its own everywhere, over doorways, at the end of numbers, on billboards, 11. I feel like it could even be just 11 on its own, okay? Because they're really, my guides literally pointed at the marking, which is an 11 there, on this wonderful figure's forehead there. My guides are also giving me with that you've been very strong. You've walked a difficult time. You're very strong. You are changed by this difficult time. You're marked by it, but you're learning, and you're learning to empower yourself. So whatever this is that has marked you, it's marked you for success. It's marked you for reward, and it's marked you for a life that is life is full of ups and downs, but I feel like there's an easier time headed your way, okay? And we have finally the Six of Cups. So Six of Cups indicates a divine offering from the universe. It is the second time you received it, okay? Six of Cups indicates that there is an offer coming in, a message coming in that brings good news, something that's more rewarding. Also, this indicates that you are in the phase of looking at a gift, an untapped talent that you have that actually could be something that you enjoy doing, gives you more confidence, and actually is financially successful. Okay, they're giving me that energy there as well. And they're also showing me a gift being given. It's an amulet. Now, this could be someone, it looks like an amulet, but it kind of also looks like a coin. So it could be an amulet that is worn around the neck. I'm not seeing any chain connected to it. I'm only seeing the amulet itself. It looks kind of like a coin, but they're giving it to me as an amulet. What a wonderful word. I don't really use that word. But yeah, amulet. And this attracts good luck and wealth. This may be a gift that is given to you. It's got some sort of markings on the back. I can't understand those markings. I don't really know what they mean. If I was to look at them, they kind of look Aztec, almost like Aztec markings on there. But my guides are giving me it's associated with Jupiter. It's engraved. It's associated with Jupiter. So either someone is going to give you a coin or an amulet. These markings may be even associated with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, good luck, benevolent energy, and that is, of course, going direct. But they're showing me a gift being given. So you will receive a gift from somebody in the next 4 to 5 weeks. And Either you are gifted the amulet, or you're about to buy a gift for someone and it is that, or you find it. So I would watch out for that, okay? I'm just going to pull 3 more cards for you. I'm only taking the uprights in this deck. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? Anything more they need to be aware of? Ace of Pentacles, more finances, 5 of Pentacles showing up for you again, and the Moon. Okay, now, of course, we all have to be very savvy financially. I would say be mindful of your spending, my beautiful Aquarians. I feel like there is some more coming on in, but I just get this energy of easy come, easy go, okay? Because we've got the Ace of Pentacles, something being offered. 5 of Pentacles can also mean that towards the end of the month, if you overspend, I mean, it stands to reason that you may feel a little bit less. But what I am getting from this is the Moon card is a card of uncertain times, but it is a card of finding your way through a dark patch or a dark period or a testing time. As you can see, there's a pathway being found. Intuition leads you down the path to overcome the obstacles. The mountains tend to be the obstacles, and, you know, sort of they become achievements. Let's put it that way. Obstacles are becoming achievements. So I get this energy of, in uncertain times, if you are feeling you're struggling in some sort of area, the universe is coming on in to give you an offering, help you out in a situation. So this could be that someone comes to your aid, someone offers you advice, or, you know, there is an offering of a promotion or raise. There's definitely, I mean, this is the start. There's a lot of potential here. This is a card of success. It's also a card of an opportunity or a gift being given. And it's the start of good fortune. So I would say the things that you've struggled with, intuitively, you're finding a way. Hope is returning. And I feel like you recover a situation. So if, for example, last month you overspent, this month I feel like you recover things financially, okay? So I feel there's a rebalance, a restructure. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know? We've got rainbows, and they want one more, so I'll give it, and clouds. Okay, so rainbows, number 28. And it says, enlightenment and beauty surrounds you. So definitely picked up on that energy of enlightenment at the beginning, you know, becoming, you know, gaining insight into something. It says, you've received this card as the universe wants to remind you that the symbol of a rainbow is a bridge between the spiritual realms and earth. A rainbow represents enlightenment, gateways, and new beginnings. A magical light displays that appear from above to heighten your awareness of the beauty that you reside within. It's a gentle reminder that after an emotional storm or a difficult period, the sun will always return to break through the clouds and surround you with positive light. It represents hope and positive changes, and is also a symbol of good luck. A rainbow is made up of 7 colors of the spectrum. When combined, the lights create pure white spiritual light. White light is connected to the universal spiritual realm and rains down upon you with protective love and light. It's a blessing from above. So no matter how challenging and negative the situations are in our lives, there is always hope and positivity at the end. Without the darkness, there would not be light. You need both of these energies to create balance within your earthly realms. It's important to remember that light is always so much more positive and powerful than the darkness. So definitely picked up the struggle in the reading and indicating that there is much better luck coming for you. There's much better hope. And we've got number 8 as well, clouds. Look up and see the beauty above you. You've received this card to get your attention in the form of messages in the clouds. This is nature's canvas. The universe creates beautiful, colorful, and at times fluffy cloud formations. Have you ever gone outside, lain down, and looked at the clouds? Do you remember when you were a child looking up at the clouds to find faces, animals, angels, fairies, and other worlds? The sky is a magical place for portals from this world to the heavens above. This card is to remind you that the universe wants you to remember what it's like to be that small child again and take time out of your busy life to reconnect with the clouds. It's also an indication for you to allow yourself to dream. Even if you've got people who are negative around you, allow yourself to dream, make wishes, you know. as we get older, we start to really look at the world with reality. And that's important too, of course. We've got to be real. We've got to be honest with ourselves. We've got real world problems. We've got bills to pay. We've got, health to protect. We've got serious things that are going on in our lives in different forms. But also, do not rob yourself of the potential to manifest something better by dreaming. Okay, so I want you to be aware of that. We've got the key of change coming through for you as a final trinket. This is, it's a planetary alignment key, which does indicate that Jupiter, its return, its direct, will actually influence you in a much more positive way. So I feel things are unlocking for you. Doorways, portals are unlocking. It has been a struggle, but I feel like you're being directed to something better. Okay, so positive energy. I hope something does resonate in this reading for you, my beautiful Aquarians. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is, they're giving me a song. So they're just, whoa, okay, whoa. I'm just talking and they're giving me this song. It's so loud. One moment, please. Wow, it's a little bit too loud this time. I just gotta, okay, maybe this is something that you've been feeling. I've never heard this song before, so I'm going to have to look this one up. It feels very modern, okay? And sometimes you can tell an accent. I feel like I can't really tell the accent, but I feel it's not an American accent, that's for sure, that sings this song. Let me see. Difficult lives and difficult times. I've stopped caring about being productive. Okay, so that's quite, maybe that's how you've been feeling, my beautiful Aquarians. That's the song that's coming through. There should be loads of stars as well. Loads of stars when this song is coming through. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look this up. I'm not, they're just showing me lots of stars and they're showing me Jupiter going direct. So there may be some sort of connection with that, to that song. It's a feminine voice. I would say it's quite a young feminine voice, actually. But I'm going to have to look it up. So either that's how you've been feeling. Of course, across the board, we've all been going through some difficult times. And, right from the very beginning of the year, I was saying it does get difficult before it gets better. That's for sure. But if you've stopped sort of feeling productive, or I feel like in the month of November, you get your mojo back. You start to feel more like yourself than you've been for a while. Okay. So, now that song may be important because it plays just after this reading, or it'll play in the next 4 to 5 weeks. It may signify change, but I feel it's more like, it's more about you finding your strength and finding your energy, your life force, and finding inspiration again. And I feel that's what you're going to be stepping into in the month of November into December, okay? They're showing me that a path is being made clear for you. Okay, the path is being made clear for you. So I hope that resonates as well. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.